Hello and welcome back to Mass Effect. So, in between these videos I applied the improved textures patch, which is a 2 GB download because it literally replaces all the textures in the game, like I mentioned a few videos ago. But it is generally really nice, because it certainly improves some textures a lot. It also fixes the shadow issue. That's a fairly recent development in that people figured out how to make good shadows. So now we no longer have problems with shadows. Also, since they improved textures, they also took a few liberties with some of the textures. Like, as you can see here, Ashley's armor is literally flashy now. Very small liberties, but still, they're pretty noticeable. Alright, I don't think I have anything to spend, no. Whoa. Things are still loading. Oh wow, Avina also looks more corporeal, I suppose. But the major thing, really, for me, in this patch is that it fixes shadow map quality on regular surfaces. So you can see really nice high quality shadows, finally. It used to be one of the worst parts of the game, that if you look at a light somewhere, you can see pixels instead of a nice warm fuzzy shadow. And now, if you look at things, yeah, it's all very nice. No pixels anywhere. Amazing. And that definitely also solved the issue with Garrus's face texture appearing fairly strange and low quality. Alright, so we were told to...
You're not allowed in here.
This one believes it has the right to move freely through this area.
You're creating a public disturbance. It's against Citadel regulations.
This one is unsure why the other would not wish word of the enkindlers to be spread.
That Hanar refuses to listen to reason. Why can't it act in an orderly and lawful manner?
Because it's a big, stupid jellyfish.
How can I convince my superior that I deserve a promotion if I cannot convince this annoying jelly to leave? I am not unreasonable. The Hanar is free to spew its nonsense once it purchases an evangelical permit.
It's a big, stupid jellyfish. Big, stupid jellyfish. Amazing. Alright, let's ask about things.
So if the Hanar gets a permit, it's allowed to preach?
No. Registered evangelicals must follow regulations. There are specific areas where preaching is legal. Failure to follow the regulations results in the forfeiture of the license.
Alright.
What's the purpose behind the evangelical permits?
Forcing religious evangelicals to register for a permit weeds out undesirables. It keeps the area safe. The Citadel is too important to become a battleground for a religious war.
Sounds fair enough to me.
Why don't you just arrest the Hanar?
I could arrest the jelly, but my superior has requested that I find a solution that does not anger the Hanar. The Hanar become vocal when they feel their religious beliefs are being suppressed.
Okay. Well, let me talk to it.
If you'd like, I could talk to the Hanar for you.
I have argued with the stubborn jelly all afternoon. You are certainly welcome to try.
Wait a minute. Presidium Prophet. No, that's a quest. I cannot talk to the Hanar. Goodbye. Did I scan this keeper? No. Now I did. Alright, so we're descending into the wards. And we have 2 places to visit. I think CSEC Academy. And also the bar, Chorus Den. 4 different leads.
How you holding up, Lieutenant?
Not too bad. No headaches worth mentioning lately. Maybe I'm getting used to the strain.
Maybe you've just got a good stress release. I know that knocking the geth on their synthetic asses gets rid of my headaches.
certainly. Alright, so we have a Krogan lead, and we also have the CSEC officer that was fired. So let's see which one is closer. I don't really remember the Citadel all that well, because it's been a while since I last played this game.
Do you really think we'll find him down here?
He always stops in for a few games of Quasar before he makes his drop.
Fist is gonna be pissed if we take down his supplier.
That's the point. We want him angry. Angry people make mistakes.
There's just something about Fist that makes me nervous.
Good. He's a dangerous man. Now keep your eyes peeled for our mark.
Yeah, another thing to mention is that I now also enabled FXAA. That's an anti-aliasing method, but it's a pretty dumb method, quite literally. I want to enable some better anti-aliasing methods, but with them enabled, like even with multisampling, the game starts to kind of stutter, I suppose, even go backwards when playing cutscenes. So yeah, I'm not sure what is up with that. If anyone knows, I would appreciate your input. But it might be a driver problem or something, since I'm using NVIDIA drivers, GTX 660. So, yeah. Anyway, I suppose FXAA will be good enough for now, even though it doesn't help with the shimmers. So, we know that Fist is someone who is dangerous from that encounter. Oh yeah, look at the textures on the Keeper. Nice. Very nice. And there are directions. Okay, Chorus Den, Flux Markets, and Medical Center. We do want to go to the Chorus Den, so let's go there.
In light of the recent attack on Eden Prime, many colonial investors are pulling their support for future projects. Proponents of expanded human colonization insist that Eden Prime was an isolated case. Nevertheless, colonist enrollment has dropped sharply. Many colonial proposals are on hold until backers have some reassurance that human colonies will be adequately protected.
Yeah, that makes sense. Ooh, there's a loading screen despite us being on an elevator. That's a bit strange. What was that? Okay, now where am I supposed to be going? Clinic, markets. I want to go to Chorus Den, and I'm not seeing where that is. Like I said, I forgot all about where things are. So let's look at directions. Ah, Chorus Den, there we go. Upper markets are beyond the far door. Alright. But we also need to go to CSEC. Okay, let's go to CSEC first. Oh, another Keeper. And also a public extranet terminal. More codex entries, yes. More Keepers. There's an officer.
Hey, I know you. You're Shepard, right? I saw the monument at Akuz. They got a whole section about you there. It's a miracle you survived.
Looks like you have a fan.
I'm sorry, I just never thought I'd meet someone like you in person. My name's Lang, Officer Eddie Lang, Citadel Security. It's an honor to meet you, Commander. What are you doing down here in the wards? Anything I can help you with?
I'm following a Krogan lead. Also, I can ask Harkin, okay. But first...
Why'd you join Citadel Security?
I don't know. Seemed like the right thing to do, you know? Maybe it's in my blood. My grandfather was a cop back on Earth. It's kind of what CSEC is. Police for the Citadel. I'm still pretty new at it, but I like it so far. Way more interesting than staying back on Earth. You get to meet all kinds of cool aliens, like those Hanar. Wild. Plus, CSEC gets a lot of respect here. We uphold the law. People, even aliens, appreciate that.
Alright.
How do you like working here on the Citadel?
This place is amazing. I've been here almost a year, and I still haven't seen a tenth of it. The Presidium's just so beautiful. Good place to go and relax. But I really like it here down in the wards. There's always something going on somewhere. Like that new club they just opened a few months ago, Flux. Wicked scene in there, Commander. You should check it out when you have some time.
Alright. We probably will.
What do you know about the Spectres?
Just the stuff they show in the vids. They always make them out to be super agents on secret missions to save the galaxy. I know it's not really like that, though. Some of the other CSEC guys don't like them too much. Figure they shouldn't be able to operate outside the law. But if they were so bad, the Council wouldn't use them, right?
Well, they kind of are secret agents on top secret missions that are saving the galaxy. Well, otherwise they would not be selected to become a Spectre, I suppose. Alright, and let's go for the leads.
Do you know a CSEC officer named Harkin?
I shouldn't really say too much. He's been on the force a lot longer than me. But I've heard things, you know? Drinking on the job, taking bribes, that kind of thing. Rumors mostly, but they suspended him, so some of it must be true.
Alright.
I have to go.
Right. You're probably real busy. Well, see you around, Commander.
Not should, but close enough, I suppose. Okay, more elevators, huh?
A Solarian excavation team has run into an unexpected problem after unearthing a Prothean dig site. Hanar protesters have blockaded the dig site, claiming that artifacts of the Enkindlers, as the Hanar call them, should not be disturbed. The excavation team has appealed to Hanar representatives on the Citadel to reach a diplomatic solution.
Well, Hanar Faith sure is being an annoyance to people. But I suppose believing in the Protheans is not the worst thing that could happen. Ooh. That looks interesting. Alright, so this is CSEC Academy.
Witnesses saw you making threats in Fist's bar. Stay away from him.
I don't take orders from you.
This is your only warning, Wrex.
You should warn Fist. I will kill him.
You want me to arrest you?
I want you to try.
Go on. Get out of here.
Yes, human.
We need to talk.
I'm trying to bring down Saren. Barlavon said to talk to you.
Barlavon is a wise man. We may share a common goal, human.
How so?
Enlighten me.
I've been hired to kill the owner of Korra's Den, a man named Fist. He did something very foolish.
What did he do?
He betrayed the Shadow Broker. A Quarian showed up here on the Citadel. She was on the run. She wanted to trade information for a safe place to hide, so she went to Fist. He promised to arrange a meeting between her and the Shadow Broker. Instead, he contacted Saren.
What does Saren have to do with this?
Well, the Quarian has something that connects Saren to the Geth. He paid Fist a small fortune for her.
If we get our hands on that evidence, we can prove that Saren's a traitor. The Council will have to listen to us.
Yeah, that sounds very nice.
Saren might already have her.
Last I heard, Fist still had her. Probably somewhere inside his club. You help me kill Fist, she's all yours.
I want to know more about your employer.
Can't tell you much. All I got was a coded message with the details of the job. Standard procedure.
What about Garrus, that Turian? He wants to take Saren down too.
He might come in handy.
He was here just before you showed up. Said he was going to follow up a lead on his investigation. Wanted to speak to the doctor at the med clinic.
Move out.
Awesome. So, for one, we now know where we can find Garrus. And for another, we got Urdnot Wrex. So, this is the squad selection screen. We can select people that we want to take, because we can only get up to 2 people. And every person in the squad that you can get is one of the 6 classes that you could select at the beginning. And since you have a class as well, you get to see the biotic and combat strength, and tech strength, of course, of the entire party. Alright, so I'd rather have something balanced. But yeah. So more biotic or more combat? Well, I think Wrex needs to go there because it's his job, so let's do that. So what does this do? Oh, that's not super interesting. But okay, we got something in the codex. And we advanced things. Oh yeah, what do you think about the wards?
Nice to see so many humans working for CSEC.
Oh, they have comments per section, okay.
Every time I visit the Citadel, CSEC brings me here for a friendly chat.
I can't imagine why. Alright, well, let's check the docking bay. Just out of curiosity, because I don't remember what we can
Binary
find.
Helix has settled out of court with a Krogan group that had accused the Genetics Corporation of fraud. The Krogan group had contracted Binary Helix to perform studies with a long-range goal of curing their genetic sterilization. The group later sued for a return of investment money when the study produced no viable results.
The genophage, yeah. That's an important topic. We'll be hearing a lot about that in the future. Alright. Now, there we go. The docking bay. And lo and behold, the Normandy.
A private docking bay. Wonder how much the Alliance had to shell out for this.
Well, I don't think it was just the Alliance. The Turians probably added it too.
You can see half the Citadel from up here.
Can we? Ooh, look at that. Keeper. And yeah, sort of. So these are the wards. It's not just the places that we can visit, but the whole thing, with all those arms as well above us, is also the wards. We can only visit a very small section of it, but still a lot of places that we can go to. Especially compared to later games where they reduced the Citadel to something really small, unfortunately. Okay, so what happens if I try and go to the Normandy? Mechanic? What?
Sorry, Commander. Nobody's allowed on the Normandy right now. Doing some routine maintenance.
Ah, calibrating. I see.
Sorry, Commander. Nobody's allowed on the Normandy right now. Doing some routine maintenance.
Alright, fair enough. Well, we got a keeper, and got to see some nice views. So let's go back down. To the med clinic, I suppose.
I'm surprised you're willing to fight Krogan, Wrex. I thought you'd stand with your own.
Anyone who fights us is either stupid or on Saren's payroll. Killing the latter is business. Killing the former is a favor to the universe.
Alright, well, we haven't seen him actually fight with us against Krogan, but he will. Ooh. So it's either the med clinic or Cora's den. So where does this go? Where does this go? To Presidium. No, not where I want to go. There might be several exits. So let's just walk around a bit. See if we can find one. Or some directions, I suppose.
Okay, Julie. Let me get this straight. Your business partner, Shorman, he's threatened you?
Well, no, not exactly. But he wants to meet with me. I think he's going to kill me.
And why do you think that?
I can't really get into the details. But Shorban will kill me if I leave here unprotected.
I can't help you. Not unless you give me something more to go on.
I can't. I'm sorry.
Then I've got other work to do. But nothing. Don't bother me unless you're willing to give me details.
Shorban?
Hey there. Oh, you're not C-Sec, are you? Did you want something?
What were you trying to explain to the officer before?
My colleague is trying to kill me, and I thought we were friends.
How do you know he wants you dead?
He's changed. He won't talk to me at work anymore, and he started following me. Yesterday, he followed me all the way home, just waiting for a chance. I don't care what anyone thinks. He wants me gone. I know it.
Is there something I can do? Talk to your friend, maybe?
Would you? That's all I want. Someone to talk to him. Tell him to leave me alone. He thinks he can just push me around, but you'll show him, won't you?
Just tell me where he is and I'll go find him.
Oh, right. Well, he wanted to meet with me down in the wards near the markets. He said he just wanted to talk, but I know better. His name's Shorban. He's a Solarian. You shouldn't have any trouble. He's just a scientist.
Shorban? That's the guy who asked us to scan the Keepers.
Yeah.
The Keepers? Well, even more reason to go after him. That's against regulations.
If I find out he's lied to me...
Anything's possible with Shorban these days. Well, good luck.
Okay. So the journal, is this? Okay, that's a different quest than scan the Keepers, okay. I'm still going to scan them because we get experience.
Hello, Commander. Can't help you right now. Been to Fluxus yet?
No, not yet.
Sorry, Commander. I'm just waiting for a report from my supervisor. Hello, Commander.
Alright. Well, let's see what we can find here. I was hoping I could hack some of those computers, but looks like I cannot. What about these ones? Nope. Still cannot. Okay, so where does this go? Ooh. That looks important. Oh, Keeper! Tracking terminal. Alright, so it is a Codex location. And another Codex location. Alright, and another one. And another one. Wow. Awesome for experience. Oh, and a weapons locker? What? Okay, more Codex entries. Wow, we're just getting all the Codex entries. And looks like I cannot go here. Well. Let's look at the map. Oh, Requisitions Office. To Docking Bay, to Presidium, and to Lower Wards. So I think I just need to go back to the Lower Wards. I don't think I need any requisitions right now. I don't think I have all that much money anyway. Yeah. So let's go right back here. Ideally, I want to avoid the markets, because I don't really want to advance the quest too much. Alright. So we have still 2 leads. And the first one is probably the med clinic.
Don't kid yourself. It's even bigger than it looks.
How would you know?
I got a tour. One of 500 to see the Ascension from the inside out.
Really?
Took almost 6 hours and we only saw 1/10 of the ship. I even got to meet the commander.
Matriarch Ladanya. You met her?
Well, she addressed everyone on the tour, but I got pretty close to her.
Huh, just look at that ship. You'd have to be stupid to mess with that.
Very true. She's got almost as much firepower as the rest of the Asari fleet combined.
Hopefully, she'll never need to use it.
Quite majestic. Also, clipping through the sun. Okay. Yeah, it's very nice. And overall, the view is cool too. And you can see all these sky cars going around.
Commander Shepard? Excuse me, Commander Shepard! I'm Emily Wong. I'm an investigative journalist working here on the Citadel. Could I have a moment of your time?
What do you need?
I've been hunting for evidence of corruption and organized crime on the Citadel, but there are places I can't go. I was hoping you might share anything you find during your own investigation. I can make it worth your time.
You've got to have access to better sources. Why contact me?
I'm using every source I can find, but I think I've got a better shot with you. According to your file, you survived back on Akuz when everyone else in your squad got killed. If anyone can find the worst elements of the Citadel and live to tell about it, it's you.
Interesting.
How do you know I'm investigating anything here on the Citadel?
I'm a good journalist, Commander Shepard. Word gets around.
Well, sure gets around quickly.
How do you know that my investigation is going to uncover anything you need?
You wouldn't be investigating if it weren't big. And if it's big, it's something I'd like to hear about.
Alright, not going to turn down quests.
Sounds like a good cause. If I find any information, it's yours.
Thank you, Commander. You won't regret it.
Okay, got another quest, which I, again, don't want to complete. Now, what's my map like? Ah, yes, the med clinic is right here. Meaning where? Oh, okay, it's there. Okay, I want to go to the opposite side. Whoops. This is to Presidium, not where I want to go. I want to go in this direction. These panels are pretty cool. Ooh, view of the nebula. More codex entries. Another keeper. Okay. Also, I noticed that I have points to spend for Wrex here. In fact, I think this is a good place to break this. So let's just go through the codex a bit and go read some more primary codex entries. So let's go for extinct races, some history perhaps.
50,000 years ago, the Protheans were the only spacefaring species in the galaxy. They vanished in a swift galactic extinction. Only the legacy of their empire remains. They are believed to have built the mass relays and the Citadel, which have allowed numerous species to explore and expand throughout the galaxy. Prothean ruins are found on worlds across the galaxy. While surprisingly intact for their age, functioning examples of Prothean paleotechnology are rare. Time and generations of looters have picked their dead cities and derelict stations clean. Some believe the Protheans meddled in the evolution of younger races. The Hanar homeworld of Kaje, for example, shows clear evidence of former Prothean occupation. The presence of a former Prothean observation post on Mars has caused a rebirth of interventionary evolutionists among humans. These individuals believe the god myths of ancient civilizations are misremembered encounters with aliens.
Fair enough. Also, the fact that the Hanar homeworld was a Prothean world before makes more sense as to why they would think of the Protheans as gods. Alright, and what else? Non-council races. Let's look at
The Elcor are a Citadel species. When the Asari discovered the Citadel, they also discovered the Keepers, a docile, multi-limbed insect race that seemingly exists only to maintain and repair the Great Prothean Station. Early attempts to communicate with or study the Keepers were failures, and it is now illegal to interfere with or impede Keeper activity. Because they are completely non-threatening, Keepers have become virtually invisible to everyone else. Similarly, they seem indifferent to other species, except for their tendency to help new arrivals integrate themselves into the Citadel. No matter how many Keepers die due to old age, violence, or accident, they maintain a constant number. No one has discovered the source of new Keepers, but some hypothesize they are genetic constructs. Biological androids created somewhere deep in the inaccessible core of the Citadel itself.
Mysterious. And how about our new Krogan friend?
The Krogan evolved in a hostile and vicious environment. Until the invention of gunpowder weapons, eaten by predators was still the #1 cause of Krogan fatalities. Afterwards, it was death by gunshot. When the Solarians discovered them, the Krogan were a brutal, primitive species, struggling to survive a self-inflicted nuclear winter. The Solarians culturally uplifted them, teaching them to use and build modern technology, so they could serve as soldiers in the Rachni War. Liberated from the harsh conditions of their homeworld, the quick-breeding Krogan experienced an unprecedented population explosion. They began to colonize nearby worlds. Even though these worlds were already inhabited, the Krogan rebellions lasted nearly a century, only ending when the Turians unleashed the Genophage, a Solarian-developed bioweapon that crushed all Krogan resistance. The Genophage makes only 1 in 1,000 pregnancies viable, and today the Krogan are a slowly dying breed. Understandably, the Krogan harbor a grudge against all other species, especially the Turians.
And Solarians, obviously. Alright, well that will be all for now, and I'll see you in a bit. Later.